Let's kick off this explainer. Usually, we're digging through 50-page prospectus documents or massive spreadsheets to figure out what's happening in the market. But today, we're doing something way more fun. We're going to take a single, messy web address, literally just one line of text, and decode it into a massive financial event. This right here is our raw material. It's just a string of URL text packed with a bunch of dashes. Honestly, it's the kind of thing you'd normally just gloss over in your browser's search bar. But believe it or not, this little digital breadcrumb trail contains absolutely everything we need to know about a major upcoming market move. We're basically treating it like a highly compressed telegraph, where every single word matters. So, let's jump straight into section 1, breaking down the headline, unpacking the code. Okay, so the absolute magic word in our digital telegraph is IPO. And the text specifically says it's being floated. Now, you already know an IPO is an initial public offering, but what's crucial here is the sheer scale of the action. Manipal isn't just seeking standard private equity. They're officially stepping into the public arena for the very first time. It is a massive milestone in a company's lifecycle. Moving right along, let's hit section 2, who and when, the timing of the event. Right there in the URL path, nested neatly under the hospitals directory, we get our who. Manipal. It's a direct, undeniable fingerprint telling us exactly which heavyweight player is stepping into the spotlight right now. And as for the when, well, the timeline extracted straight from the text says this float is happening next week. We're not talking about some vague, abstract plan for Q4. The clock is ticking right now, giving the market literally just days to gear up. That brings us to section 3, the 9,200 core question. Scaling the offering. 9,200 crore. I mean, just pause and think about that number for a second. That is the specific target size for this offering. Manipal is absolutely not just testing the waters here. They are doing a cannonball into the deep end. The scale of this instantly elevates it to a blockbuster event. This isn't just a routine corporate update. It's a towering 9,200 crore financial milestone, and they are executing it on a remarkably aggressive schedule. Seeking this vast pool of public funding so quickly is a bold, bold move. Finally, let's wrap things up with section 4, decoding the price band, the mechanics of the share. If we jump back to our raw text, we hit this highly specific little nugget, price band set at 560 to 590. It's compact, it's totally literal, and it completely outlines the pricing mechanics the company has locked in. To strip away the jargon for a second, setting a price band just means they aren't forcing one single, rigid price down everyone's throat. Instead, they're providing a tight window. This lets investors bid and test the market's appetite, all while the company keeps a firm grip on its valuation boundaries. The floor of that band is locked in firmly at 560. So if you're looking to get a slice of this 9,200 crore pie, that is your absolute bare minimum entry ticket. And hitting the ceiling, the cap tops out at 590. That's the absolute max they are asking from the public at launch. So you've got 560 on the low end and 590 on the high end. It sets up a highly specific playing field for any potential investors looking to jump in next week. And what's really fascinating here is just how narrow that 30-point spread actually is. I mean, a tight band like that, it screams confidence from the company and its underwriters. They aren't throwing darts blindfolded. They know exactly what they believe these shares are worth. Let's bring it all together. We just decoded a single, dash-filled URL string into 4 monumental takeaways. Manipal Hospitals is floating an IPO next week, aiming for a colossal 9,200 crore, and they've set a tight price band of 560 to 590. We basically pulled an entire breaking news story out of what looked like pure gibberish. Now, the parameters are completely decoded and the stage is set. But here is the big question I'll leave you with. When the bell rings next week, just how aggressively will the market fight to squeeze into that 560 to 590 window to hit that massive 9,200 core goal? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. Always remember to keep questioning the data, and I'll see you next time.